Okay, today we're going to talk about the difference between inside zone and wide zone footwork. So we'll start with inside zone, and we're going to watch an example here. And this will be Oklahoma running an inside zone play to their right. First thing we see is everybody on the offensive line steps with their play side foot, eyes in their play side gap. Okay. Now, some are covered and uncovered, which is terms I use and a lot of people use. And we'll talk about that in a later video. But the core idea of the play is it's an inside running play, hopefully hitting in the A gap on the play side to the backside B, or all the way out the backside C gap. But everybody's responsible for a play side area, not a man. Here, everybody's zoning to their area. The center climbs to a backer. Running back ends up hitting it right through his initial read. Okay, so we're just looking at offensive line technique. Play side step, and it's a downhill play. So you'll see in the right guard here is a good example. He gets his helmet pretty much down the middle of the guy and then turns him out to open up an area for the runner to hit. Okay, on the backside here, this guy gets his hat play side, the backside guard, which is ideal. We do want to get our helmet play side of the defender to get him moving so that we can stay square and give the running back options. Okay, so how would we drill that? I prefer using the boards for inside zone footwork. And here you'll see a man on defense and a board right down the middle. That'll teach us how to play with a wide base and continue to duck walk through the inside zone. Okay. Here we're working inside zone to the left. So we are going to step left foot first, try to stay square and get our head play side, but not too far. Down the middle is okay, but we do want to work play side with the helmet. As they step, they're low. Their helmets are play side of the defender, really tight, but play side of the defender, and they're able to drive their feet through. Nice finish at the end. Okay, what we're looking for is a lot of short steps that are pounding in the ground. We want to have our weight on the inside of the foot, on the instep. We want to see a Z in the knee the entire time. And we do like a finish at the end. Boom. Okay. Now let's compare that to a wide zone play. So the concept of a wide zone play is still play side area. Okay. Play side area. But now, instead of trying to aim for this play side A gap, the runner is going to aim to the perimeter of the defense. For that reason, we need to get the defense running with us. So we're not going to see a lot of duck walking in a wide zone play. We're going to see what I like to call running with a base. Okay, duck walking on inside zone, running with a base on wide zone. Here's Oregon. Everyone will step with their play side foot, their left foot first, running wide zone. So now we see the difference where we're now executing more of a reach block. Okay, hips have now turned out a little bit instead of being so downhill. The runner is aiming outside, but when the left tackle is not able to accomplish a reach block, he goes inside. So again, it's still a zone concept, but instead of duck walking and getting downhill, we're running with base to the perimeter of the defense and letting the running back make a decision. Oftentimes it's going to go inside, but it's never going to cut all the way back like inside zone can. So how would we rep a wide zone play? Well, now we're probably not going to use the boards as much, and it's better to go against people. So here you'll see a left tackle, left guard, left-handed stance, reaching to play side. Okay. So now we're not going to be down the middle, but we're now going to aim for the play side armpit. Inside zone, we want to be down the middle with our helmet slightly to the play side. But on wide zone, we want to aim to the play side armpit and really run with a base. So we got to open up to get there. Our foot might come a little bit across our own midline, our second foot, and we are not even always going to make contact with the right arm in this situation. And we are going to run him past the play and allow the runner to cut up and in. So again, wide zone, looking to reach and stretch the defender. If the defender runs out with us, we'll take them all the way to the sideline. One misconception about wide zone is that we're always going to reach the defender. That's not the case. The running back has options. So while the left guard in this situation reaches his defender and passes it off to the center, the left tackle does not. I would not grade the left tackle at a minus here because he gave the runner a place to insert and puncture the defense. So these are just some core fundamental concepts, the difference between inside and wide zone. These are great to do on air at home. Even if you don't have a defender to go against, you can put anything out to simulate a board and work on your duck walking for inside zone. And for wide zone, there's a bunch of different drills you can do. One drill that I particularly like for working wide zone at home or on air is to get into a lunge, simulating a 3-point stance. Okay. So we'll get into a 3-point stance lunge with the foot would be the back foot in the 3-point stance down on the ground. And from here, we're going to come off the ball and run with a base, practicing wide zone. Nothing overly complex, but remember we want to run with a base in wide zone. So we get down into a nice comfortable lunge, simulating a 3-point stance. And we just explode, driving off the inside foot and running with a base, nice wide base. We're not testing our 40-yard dash speed here. We're trying to run and block defenders with a wide base because wide base means power. We'll come back. Now we'll get into a left-handed stance, lunge version, and we'll still run the play to the right side. We always want to work right and left stances going both ways. So we can get down, get ourselves into a left-handed stance, lunge version. And we can practice our footwork. Working wide zone to the left. Slow it down, and you can see where running with the base comes into play. And for the last version, we want to come back and get ourselves into a right-handed stance, lunge version, working to the left, wide zone left. Drive off the backside and run with a base. We can do this anywhere. We don't need a defender. We don't need a board, and we can work it. So remember, on inside zone, we want to work duck walking and we want to work on a board. But for wide zone, we want to work running with a base. You don't always need a board. You can just run with a base.